Day, Francisco.
Yeah, of course. In my point of view, strategy is a way to define a model of a future. Yeah, for me, modeling the future is the most concrete definition that I have of strategy. Well, my original motivation to write in strategy comes from here with colleagues here in the IESE Barcelona Business School, and from Oxford, of course, and Harvard. How? Well, nothing that we spend many hours teaching strategy for the beginners of MBA courses, but our students couldn't define, in my experience, or formulate in their exercises clear and right the model of strategy or the model of future that they could find. So what is a strategy, which we also compare many times with my clients in the real world and here or in Latin America, working with enterprises and businessmen, in Mexico, Colombia, Peru, or Santiago of Chile.
And the situation is similar in this country?
It's similar, like here in Europe. I work with companies here in Spain, in Germany, and Italy. So it's not different. It's the same way. In my work at first, I addressed different collateral issues to strategy. Even what important was to communicate, it properly at first. However, in the last 7, maybe 80 years, I've studied and applied the core subjects for formulation and strategic thinking in profit and non-profit organizations here in Europe and in America and Latin America too. In countries like Mexico, Colombia, Peru, and Santiago of Chile, of course, that I spent more of my time in Chile. So I'd study and apply the core subjects of formulation and strategic thinking from a pragmatic and corporate level, as we do in our team in Harvard Business School. And it works. It works for different kinds of enterprise and organizations.
Okay.
To business have a good strategies. In my experience, a good part of the business, which think that have well-defined strategies, really it's work like copy and paste, or ideas from other.
It's very human.
Yeah, from others, copy and paste ideas from others who have succeeded and count with some planes that describe, for example, things, mission, visions, objectives. So the problem is that, in my vision, when you request them to answer line the question, for example, which is your strategy? So the main part of
personal strategy.
Yeah, or
corporate
your personal or your business strategy or your corporate strategy. You try to they define the strategy. So you make the question. And the main part of them mixed up about the definition. That's why, in my experience as a consultant as well, and in my academic works here in Europe and in America in the MBA programs, I tried that managers learn how to think strategically first, and then how to planify strategy. That's why it's important first learn to think strategically and then planify. That's why, in my opinion, of course.
Very good. Thank you for your time. A pleasure to meet you.
My pleasure, Christian.